Do I have your attention? 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 Do I have your attention?
Is you taking notes?
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your boy SimplyFoodByTy, and today I'm going to be showing you all how I make my pan-seared scallops with a lemon ginger reduction sauce. Yes, bitch, we sound real fancy over here today, honey. But look, so what we're doing right now is we are prepping up our flat leaf parsley. Now, if you can't find flat leaf Italian parsley, you can use whatever type of parsley I guess that you can find locally, but I would definitely say this is one of those type of ingredients where you want to use as many fresh ingredients as possible, so I would avoid using the dried parsley, but that's just my own personal opinion. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to be using the juice of 1 lemon. Now, depending upon, where you get your lemons from or how big it is, you might need more than 1 or you may only need 1. Because, sometimes lemons just don't be want to let any juice off. I will say I ended up with probably about 4 tablespoons worth, which for me, that was completely fine. It left me with just the right amount. But, like I said, it really will depend on how big the lemons are that you are able to find. Also, I would definitely try to use organic lemons because that's really going to make a big difference. Just throwing that out there. What was I about to say? Oh, yeah. So I just wanted to show you all. That's what I was about to do. Child, look, y'all, it is 1 a.m. and I'm over here doing this for y'all, but whatever. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to slice these down into pinwheels. You're going to be using some of these for the garnish at the end, as well as adding some additional ones to the final pan when the scallops are fully cooked. Now, I will say chopping them up or slicing them this way, as you get closer to the center of the lemon, you're, of course, going to come across the one with the seeds. As you can see here, you want to make sure that you are getting those seeds out, though. You don't want those in the actual pan when you're starting to cook, because someone will chomp down on it, and then that's just not going to be the business. I'm also going to be using about 5 cloves of garlic. Now, as you can see, those were pretty large cloves of garlic. So if you can't find, garlic that's big, it came to probably about 4 tablespoons worth of minced garlic. You don't have to mince this down too small, to be honest with you. This is one of those type of dishes where I don't mind having, a nice bite-sized piece of garlic with my scallops. So that's completely up to you. Now let's talk about our scallops here. So these are sea scallops. Now I made sure that these were nice and dry. Get yourself a paper towel and pat them nice and dry. The key to getting a beautiful sear on a scallop is making sure that there's hardly any moisture in them. Now what I'm doing right now is I'm topping them off with kosher salt and some black pepper, and that's pretty much it. You don't really need to be adding a lot of seasoning when it comes to scallops. This isn't something where you need to be adding Old Bay and all that type of stuff. Scallops don't really require that much seasoning. And I will say, y'all, I'm not even a big scallop person, but I loved this recipe. So what we have here is about 4 tablespoons of our Kerrygold butter. Y'all already know I use Kerrygold on every damn thing, honey. Now, I would definitely say make sure you guys are using a pan that is good, okay? Either use yourself a stainless steel pan where it's gonna let the scallops up easily, or use a non-stick. Whatever it is you need to do, I would just advise to make sure that it's a good pan. Now, once you start to put your scallops in your pan, you guys, you don't want to go moving them around too much, okay? Because hopefully your pan is at temperature and they're going to immediately start to sear on the bottom. And if you start moving them around, they won't end up having that beautiful brown color on the bottom, which is exactly what we want. We want them to be colored over nicely. And you'll know when they're ready to be flipped if they easily flip over for you. If they seem like they're sticking, that means that it's not browned off yet. It's not ready to go. Now, I will say, one good way of being able to tell if your scallops are fully cooked is if you just take your finger and if you poke to the scallop, if you have just a slight bit of give, that means that they're pretty much almost done. You don't want them to have a huge kickback. So if there's a slight give to it, that means you are good to go. Scallops only take about 2 minutes per side, to be honest with you. So now we're going to start working on that reduction sauce, which was adding in our garlic. We're adding in about 2 tablespoons of ginger. We're also going to add in that lemon juice, which was roughly about 4 tablespoons. And we're going to give that a mix around. Now, the good thing about this is the lemon juice, you know, the water coming out of the garlic as well as that ginger is going to lift up all of that beautiful brown stuff sitting there on that pan. That is going to create so much flavor. So do not rinse or wash your pan. Trust me, that is all additional flavor. That is going to be an intricate part. I also added in about 4 tablespoons of water and 1 tablespoon of ponzu. Ponzu is a citrus seasoning. You can typically find it in the Asian area of whatever grocery store that you shop at. We're also going to be adding in 1 tablespoon of heavy whipping cream. I know that doesn't seem like a lot, but it's just the right amount for this particular amount of reduction sauce that I'm making. You guys, that's it. There's not much else that we got to do here besides put the scallops back in. That sauce is so extremely easy to make. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put all of our scallops back into our reduction sauce, and we pretty much are in the home stretch at this point. You know, like I said, the scallops only take about 2 minutes per side to make. So at this point, this last, 2 minutes that they're in here right now in the reduction sauce is going to completely fully cook them. And what I'm doing is I'm basting them with this delicious lemon ginger sauce. Y'all, when I tell you these things turned out bomb, they were delicious. I had never used ginger before with scallops, but this was an addition that I will absolutely be using from now on, and I'm glad that it turned out the way I wanted it to so that I could share it with you guys today. So once you get this all done, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to make use of that flat leaf parsley, and we're just going to top it off. And that, like I said, is just a matter of aesthetics, just to make it look really pretty, so you can add as much or as little as you would like. The same thing goes for our pinwheel lemon slices right here as well. You guys, that's it. This is fully cooked at this point. It's extremely easy to make. It'll be perfect, for like a dinner that you're having with your friends, or for Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day would actually be a hit. So what I want to do next is I want to show you guys how to properly plate this, and then we're going to be good for the day. So what you want to do is you want to take the reduction sauce, and you can see how nice and thick it is. That's exactly what we want. So I would do 3 scallops per plate, depending upon how many guests you have, and then literally just sit the scallops on each of those little mounds of sauce. You're going to top it off with some of that flat leaf parsley. You're going to also add your lemon peels, your lemon wedges as well, and then that's it. Look, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in today. If you are new to my channel, welcome to Simply Food by TY. And if you're one of my returning subscribers, y'all babies know I love y'all so much. And as always, y'all babies, stay cute and take care. Bye, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed this recipe.
Simply Food by TY.